Okay, previous class we have discussed until special variables. Okay. Okay, next thing is array. Array is represents that it it stores the multiple values. Okay, a single variable store a single value, whereas array stores multiple values. Okay, same like Python or Java or C. Here also we have um, store we have arrays to store multiple variables, whereas in C or Java array stores only single data type, whereas here data type means integer, string, like that. Here you can store any data type, okay, inside this array. Okay, let's see how can we this is the declaration of array. Yeah, this is in the bash shell. Okay, this is the syntax. You can access using like this dollar array dollar with the dollar with this one. Okay, star auto star means you have this in the special variables, whatever that does the same thing, it works like here. Okay, let's see example. Okay, I'm opening the Cygwin terminal. Okay, suppose let's see some difference between normal variable and then array variable. Okay, normal variables. Suppose mm, these are called normal variables. Four variables I have created. Okay, all these values I have stored in four variables. Whereas in array we can store all four variables in a single array variable. Okay, let's see how can we store all these things. Okay, to declare array variable, we need to put set hyphen a. Array name will be suppose arr. Okay, maybe set will be useful in other kernel or other shells. Here, declare hyphen a is the only declaration of array. Okay, okay. Then what arr of 0 equals to 1, 2, 3. I'm storing all the values in the array. Okay, arr of 0, arr of 1. All these variables. Okay, I'm storing. It is printing first value. Okay. You see, with this we can say this as index 1, 2, 3. These are called array index. Okay. In the 0 index, I have added this 1 to 3, one index, this one, second index, hello, third index, like this. Only single, I have declared only single variable. Whereas here, for each and every value, I had declared separate variable. Okay. We can access these array variables using $arr of like this. Okay. This is the accessing each element in the array. Okay. These are called elements in the array. You see all array elements I have printed. This is also one way of printing all array elements. Okay. You want to print one by one now? Let's do some looping. Okay. You can put anything. I'm just copy pasting anything. Okay, let's see in the scripting. We'll see in the, or else we can write the same thing in the scripting also. Or else you can assign ARR equals to something like this. You can add. Okay, it's already ARR already declared now. It is not taking. I have created new variable and then I have assigned some constants. Okay, these are all constants. Okay, I have assigned some list of values to this array. Okay, you can see like this also. All these things are worked. Instead of ARR, you need to use ARR of 1. You can declare like this also. Okay, this is also an option. Okay, if you want to add whatever the index you required, you can add like this. Okay, these are problem with the dollar element. Instead of dollar element, I need to use for element in. Then only it works. Let's try this one. If the value is present here only, we can print. Let's see whether values are there or not. Okay, it is not there. That's why it did not print. Okay, if values are there, it will definitely print. Okay, I can show you in the scripting format. How can we write this thing in the scripting? These are arrays, array values, and then all array values I am printing line by line. Okay, echo dollar element. We'll discuss in depth on the loops time. What about for loop? What is the syntax and everything? Okay, let's see the how to print array elements as of now. Okay, these are all the array declaration, and then this is the each element. It will this holds all the array values. In this each and every time, it is a first element will take this first element. Second time loops after iterate, it will take 3, 4, 5. Again, it will print, and then hello, and then world. Okay, like that. Giving execute permissions to array script. Yeah, something is missing here. Let's see. Syntax problem. That's why it is showing that one. It is copied extra characters. Okay, let's see this execution. Okay, this way we have declared as ARR1 and then we are accessing through ARR. Okay, this is another problem. Let's clear out this problem. Save and exit. Yeah, you see why it is coming. Okay, you see the output of that each variable. It is first time first variable it took, first variable, again second variable, third variable, fourth variable. Okay, okay, okay. Now it is working. Okay, dot slash is working fine here. I think you have understood this how to declare array, how to add array at runtime. Adding array variable at runtime is this one. This is the adding array values at runtime. You can declare at the array like this, okay, with some kind of constants, okay. This is called arrays. Okay, next thing is, okay, cbang. Okay, each and every script we have already discussed. First line will be the cbang. Based on this first line only, we can assume that all the remaining lines of the script is running. Okay, it decides, okay, which shell all the remaining lines are running. Okay, for bash, this is the first in shell script first line. Okay, if you don't mention anything, this is the default shell. If you put echo, this is the environment variable, default shell will be bin bash. Okay, if you mention, if you want to run now your script in ksh, you need to mention in the top of the script. The first line na, you need to mention. This is the first line. First line indicates that all the remaining lines will run in the ksh shell. If you keep bash, it will run in the bash shell. Okay, make sure that ksh shell should be installed in your Linux box or wherever you are running. Okay, command substitution. Whatever the, if you want to store the result of any command into the variable, you need to use backquotes. The same will apply for in Perl also. The same backquote will work. Okay, if you want to store the output of any program into this file, into this variable, you need to put backquotes. Okay, let's see. Date equals to backquote date echo. Okay, no, I don't want this date format. I want to change the format. Okay, I want to keep in some other format. Put hyphen in middle. Okay, this not only date, you can put anything. At least host name is working. Okay. Mm, computer name equals to host name. Whatever the command you want to keep that command value in the variable, then you need to put backquotes. It will come here. Even you can keep arithmetic expression also. X equal to 10, y equals to 20. Sum equal to backward start expr $x plus $y. Okay, let me change terminal. This terminal is making some noise. Let me do uninstall and then install. Echo dollar sum. It is coming. Okay, let's see. Okay, Unix scripting is space sensitive. If you don't give proper space to each command, it will not work. Okay, make sure you put proper space for everything, every syntax. Okay. 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 X value is 10, Y value is 20, EXPR $x plus $y. This is arithmetic expression. The output is 30. Okay, I want to keep those thing in one variable. You have to use backquotes. Sum equal to backward start. You can display the value of the variable using $sum. Okay, not any. If you want to keep any um, script output or command output into the variable, you need to use backquotes. Okay. Okay, running a shell script. Yesterday we have discussed we can run shell script using sh and then dot slash. Make sure before running shell script you need to check the shell script permissions also. Okay, using chmod plus x. You need to give proper execute permissions to run the script. Okay. Okay, running a shell script background. Yesterday also we have discussed this one. Okay, if you run the shell script with and, it will run as a background. Okay, no hop. While writing shell script, I want to run the script after even after closing the terminal. Even after closing this. Okay, there is an option called no hop. Okay, no hop running shell script and then address. This is running background with no hand signal. Okay, this is we generally use this no hop in cron jobs entries. Okay, let's see in the near future. Even the system log off also this command will run if you use no hop. Okay, then escape character also yesterday we have done some escape characters. $1, $2, something like this. It's the same kind of thing. Let's do one by one. Hmm. You see, what I kept $0, $1. I want to print this $0 as $0, $1 as $1. Right now, what I am printing, it is printing with values. Now I am expecting to print $0 equals to first dot sh, $1 equals to 34 like this. Okay. What I am doing, I need to do escape. Escape with forward slash. Let's do. I don't want to run something like this. Like this. If you keep escape character for skipping the executing dollar, this immediate dollar, it will skip. Okay, it will print like dollar. You see, $0, $1. Whereas in that case, it is printing first dot sh equal to first dot sh. We have kept escape now. This dollar will be act as a string. Okay. Before going to operators, let's discuss in other class. Okay.